Oh, hey guys. Yeah, not wearing my glasses today. Believe it or not, I actually don't have to really wear my glasses to see. I made the mistake. So I'm 20/25, right? That's my vision currently. I made a mistake of, I guess, wearing them for the driving test, and since you wore them for the test, you're required to wear them. But when I'm not driving, I actually like to take them off because I have a pair of frames that like to squeeze my head. So I have like a little indent right here, and it doesn't matter how loose I make them. I can only go so far, or they just fall off my head. So I'm actually planning on getting another set of glasses at the end of the year. And my chair goes squeaked. And if that doesn't work, I guess I'll just old man it up and pull Steve Urkel and just, get a little band. Just kind of like use the band to tighten them up. Who knows? Who knows? So, I'm trying for LASIK. That's what I'm trying to do. Because it's not going to take much to put my vision back, And it's only one. Actually, believe it or not, this eyeball is 20/20. It's just this motherfucker right here. So like I have a lens that's just a lens. Like it's just a piece of glass that's just over my eyeballs, because it's either that or have a fucking monocle, right? Which I think I could pull it off, something like that, right? I don't know. Nah. Give me a little top hat, a little monocle, give me like a little better mustache that's white. I think I could pull it off. But boy, this is a fucking easy week. Very easy. I only did like 890 miles, right? My whole week. And most of that, like, I got loaded Saturday. Got out Saturday, 13:30, 1400, something like that. Anyways, I was down in Charlotte. Statesville, Sunday at noon, which is half hour north of Charlotte. That's where my first delivery was. It was like, it was so fucking easy. And I would have made it all the way down there in one shot. But, I got up to like 0700 Saturday. Didn't get out to like 1400, right? Stopped and showered, plus one forward, and so that's an hour, showered. Then also went forward to time zones. There's 2 hours of loss. And by the time I was like, I get down to West Virginia, just south of Charleston, Lormont or some shit like that. I just went to bed. I said, fuck it. There's no point in pushing it hard, because once I get south of there, it's a toll road stretch, and it's gonna be a while before I get parking. So I was like, I'll just fuck it. It's like 10 o'clock at night. I'll just go to bed now. Yeah. By the way, these shirts at Walmart, fucking comfy. Very comfy, but also very soft. Believe it or not, I used to never wear shorts, and I still kind of don't, being from Wyoming. But being out here is slowly forcing me to change my mind. Well, not really change my mind. I don't want to wear fucking shorts. Like right now, it's 90 degrees outside, 92, and I'm wearing jeans. Been wearing jeans all day. I have like 3 pairs of shorts in this truck. Just very picky about shorts, and pretty much what it comes down to, if I can't put my keys, my phone, and my wallet in there without either having A, fall out, or B, my shorts feel like they're gonna fall off, I ain't gonna fucking wear them. I don't even care if they go below the knee or not. I don't care, because I'm old enough to not give a fuck what other people think about me, what I wear, pretty much. That's a teenage thing, pretty much, slash preteen, maybe 20s. I ain't trying to woo any women. I already got mine, so what the fuck do I care? Yeah, that's what I say about that. But I did get some repairs done on the truck. It cost me about $3K, which I ended up paying no taxes on, because that's the thing in Wisconsin you can do. Which, okay. I don't know. I went along with it. I had to fill out a form that paid no taxes on $3K, so hey. Let's see, got the engine PM done, APU PM done, put 10W30 T6 right now in the engine. Now oil, after I fix all my oil, it leaks at the end of the year. When I say leaks, it's really just seeping out, right? It's not hitting the ground. There's no puddles on the ground. There ain't no spots on the ground. It's just seeping out over time. Over 3 to 4 months, closer to 4 months, I might lose about a half a gallon. So, I mean, it's seeping out. The truck's got 600,000 miles on it. What do you want from it? Really, all that is with that is there's some gaskets and hoses got to get replaced. But I want to drop it off around the holidays. That way, they have like 3 weeks. They're not forced. I mean, well, they're not like rushed to try to get out quicker or trying to squeeze it in. They can take their time or look over it. Maybe I get some extra things done. Not to mention, I get a new clutch and a new flywheel at the same time. So, you know, it's whatever. The truck's not hurting, so whatever. But let's see. So, engine APU. New sway bar links and bushings. I flipped the steer tires, right? So pretty much, I didn't rotate them, just kept them on because they're Yokohama's RYs, something number. They're non-directional and they're all position tires really, so you can flip them. Which, you can flip the directional steer tires too. You can't, like, okay, so like when I say flip them, right? They're pointing that way. If you just take a coin like in your hand, do that, right? Still pointing that way. It's amazing how many shops don't understand. You can still technically flip, they call it a rotate though, but flip a steer tire, a directional one. You just, some direction, depending on the steer tire too, you may have to wait like it's halfway worn down or worn down a certain amount before you can literally just do whatever full rotate, right? But almost every single steer tire you can do that I know of, you can literally go. Because guess what? There's the top. It's still facing the same fucking way. You literally take the outside shoulder, put it on the inside. But what I don't know, it's just some dumb trucker, right? Yeah. Amazing. Got new airbags on the truck. That made a fucking difference. I had the original airbags on this truck. When they got replaced, it was like 580,000 miles on it. Like 583. So, mighty impressed with their airbags, but they were starting to get to the point where I don't know that they were going to last another year. They're pretty dry rotted, starting to show some pretty good cracks going on. Wasn't leaking air. New shocks. Yeah, those shocks were fucking. I don't know when the fuck they touched those shocks or when they last replaced. I want to do those myself, but good thing I didn't. Good thing I didn't. Okay. Airbags came out easy. Piece of cake, right? I could have done that easily myself. 3 of the shocks came out easily. Except the last one. The top bolt came out easy. The last one, the bottom bolt was seized. 3 different techs touched it. They brought out a grinder. They brought out a saw. They brought out a torch. The torch was first. Grinder was second. Saw was first. Saw was last. And they got it. And they didn't charge extra for that. That's a good shop. Matter of fact, I was there all day. Even I said, hey, I really need to get this truck out today. Even though they squeezed me in. The truck was brought in at 9 a.m. I left at 1800. They only charged me 7 hours labor. That was nice of them. They didn't charge me extra for the torch. A lot of shops would. As soon as the torch comes out, you get charged extra. The saw and the grinder, nah, that's just labor. Now, I did buy my own oil. This was new to me, right? Being from Wyoming, I've never been able to order something on Amazon. And yes, okay, a couple things I have. I lied. Never been able to order anything truck related on Amazon and show up the next day, like 15 hours later. I ordered way too much fucking oil. I ordered 15 gallons of 10W30 T6. For some reason, I was thinking I was a fucking 15 liter. That would have left me like 2-3 gallons left over. I have 6 gallons now left over in this fucking truck. So, but hey, I have extra oil in case I need it. I was saying I needed oil in the truck anyways because I kind of ran out. But it showed the next day. That was not. Yeah, dude's like, because he's like, I only do 1540 oil. And I was like, okay, well, I use 10W30 right now. The truck will eventually, after the oil leaks are all fixed, 5W40. He's like, well, I've had gas before, just order oil off Amazon and shows the next day. And I was like, really? It just shows up? And I had my doubts, right? I was like, well, I can always do a Walmart order by 15 gallons. Is Walmart gonna have it, you know, or do I gotta do a couple stores? Nope. Cost me like $350, and then showed up next day. Now, granted, that did hold them up a little bit. They did kind of lose like 2 hours waiting for that, so that hurt. So yeah, that hurt. Let's see. I had an air leak. Okay, I have a non-audible air leak. Well, one of them was audible, but only like 10 seconds after the truck's turned off. Never would have heard it. But so I don't count that, right? But the only reason why it was heard was inside the shop. Then it's relatively quiet for a shop, right? So you don't got to worry about wind noise. You don't have outside noise. You don't have anything. So that one was located right away. But there was a fitting on the back of my air tank that was also leaking air. And the first one was up near the air dryer, which I replaced that air dryer filter. Volvo's air dryer filter cost is fucking retarded. It's like $280, some shit like that. Stupid. I still got air leaks somewhere. They're all underneath the truck. I have sprayed this truck that where I can physically see, because I'm not in summertime. I don't have coveralls in this truck or whatever, so I am not going to need the truck unless I need to. So it's gonna break me. It's breakdown, right? But the truck's been inspected, even with all the air leakage issues, so it is not audible to the human ear at normal day-to-day conditions. It's only when I got brought into a more controlled environment with no wind, no traffic, nothing, that one was found. And like I said, he said it only lasted for about 10 seconds after the truck was turned off, then it went away. So if you weren't looking right then and there, you weren't gonna hear it. This guy's got bungee cords on one of his door hooks. I guess that one's broken. But got the air dryer fixed. The filter changed, and that air dryer was very gross. Very gross. Definitely very gross. Let's see, what else did I do? Power steering filter. I changed that. Well, they changed that and drained the fluid. So I got new fluid in there, new filter. And this truck, getting those new sway links and bushings. Truck's completely different now. Completely different truck. Now all I gotta do is sit on the steering wheel, which I'll probably do on the way west, and it will be easy peasy to drive this fucking thing. Downside is with me not going through the house currently. I don't know what happens specifically in Northwest, but the freight is not existent up there right now, and it hasn't been like that since I came out of the house. So, and I heard it's been like that since May. I don't know what happened. So until that picks up, which will probably be the end of the school, start of the school year. If I gotta order things for the truck, order things for me, whatever, I don't know how I'm gonna get it. I'll probably have to send it to one of my the warehouses I go to every week. I don't know. We'll figure something out. Because I'd like to put tire inflators on this truck this summer. I wanted to do it last summer, but it didn't happen. We'll see. But I'm kind of happy with how the truck drives. Now, I'm getting there too. We also removed the governor on this truck, and the auto shut off. So all I gotta do left. So the truck will go the truck will run as fast as the motor will allow it in the rear ends, because they're tied together. So probably like 90, 95, 100 maybe. I can go the speed limit in every fucking state, which helps me when I'm empty trying to get home, because I can do 80 in Nevada, 75, 80 in Wyoming, or Montana, you know, whatever state I'm trying to get home from. But the only thing I got left to do is disable the radar and turn the horsepower up on this truck and torque. That's it. There's gonna be little things that add up over time, little other things. But right now, most of my shit I wanted to like tackle last year, and I kind of had to get paused because I had some other bigger expenses pop up. Like, you know, for some reason I was eating tires left and right last year. Don't know what the fuck was going on with that, but that's kind of nipped it in the bud. Alright. Now that we're 15 minutes into this, let's go back on the loads, okay? So, Cheney Brothers, stay still in North Carolina. Easy peasy. In and out of there, an hour and a half. 2 pallets, 4,000 pounds, right? Easy peasy. This was shit got stupid. So, pretty much I had 2 deliveries per day. I was done by Wednesday, midday, okay? US Foods, Charlotte. They can go fuck themselves. I had a 0900 appointment. Showed up at 8:30. I didn't leave till fucking like 14:40. I brought him 6 pallets, 8,300 pounds. I didn't get a fucking door till like fucking 9:40, 10:15, something like that. I paid my lumper by 10:30, and then I just sat and sat. But I did get 4 hours attention, or at least 4. I assume 4 hours. I don't know. It's $200. So, am I happy about $200? No. Am I really gonna notice it? Probably not. But this US Foods is gonna fuck themselves. I had a lot of US Foods, by the way, this week. Like, mostly what I did was US Foods. Of the 5 places I went to, 3 were US Foods. So I already knew as soon as I saw this, like, I'm gonna spend hours in the US Foods. I was expecting hours, not almost 6 fucking hours. It's ridiculous. That was all I did Monday. Tuesday, started off in Spartanburg, South Carolina, Phillips Feed and Pet Supply. When I brought 1 pallet in there, 630 cases. Showed up there, it was like, yeah, 1 fucking pallet's it? Fucking bet. It's my Friday. Let's get this done. It's in and out of there, 15 minutes. That includes me backing into a door. I love it. Easy peasy. Then I had to go back to have to. Oh, see, this is the only thing I don't like about the way they routed this a little bit, but I can get it. I do get it. But I had to go back over to the south side of Charlotte to another US Foods, but this one technically wasn't Charlotte. It was just south of Charlotte, South Carolina, because Charlotte sits on the border, right? So just south of Charlotte, pretty much, like 10 minutes from Charlotte. For 10 a.m. And let's see, when did I leave there? I don't think I left there till. Oh no, this one was great. 10 a.m. because it was a corporate. Corporate means it's from US Foods to US Foods. There's no lumper. I don't pay a lumper, right? So it's usually a transfer or something. It's US Foods direct, pretty much. Best way to explain it. And I was out there like less than an hour. It was great. You think all US Foods directs will be like this, but no. But that's all I did Tuesday, right? Like I said, two deliveries a day, pretty much. Wednesday, Lexington, South Carolina. That's outside Columbia, okay? This one go fuck themselves. Okay, so 8 o'clock 0800 appointment. Showed up there, 07:30. I don't know what the fuck's going on with the camera and the lighting. It's just trying to watch me out, I guess. I didn't leave there till 11:30 for another US Foods direct order. There was no lumper involved in this one. Well, okay, there was lumpers. Every load you bring into US Foods has lumpers. It's just, do you pay the lumper or is it already paid for type thing? when I say direct, means I don't pay for these. They're already paid. But for some reason, by the way, the one at Fort Mill, 4 pallets, right? For 10,000 pounds, okay? So much bigger, like much bigger. Like 9 times magnitude difference. I brought them, okay, 8 times. I brought them, okay, so it's about 5 times. But never mind my math. Brought them 2 pallets for about 2,000 pounds. I didn't leave there till 11:30. It's not so bad, right? Except I had to be in Columbia, 40 miles away. So on the southeast side of Columbia, right? Cisco at 11:30. Thankfully, Cisco, which is like as long as he's here, you know, like I let my contact know that, you know, I'm being held up. Don't know when I'm getting out of here, and then as soon as I let him know, he told me Cisco says be here by 12:30. He'll take me. I pretty much said okay, I can be there by 12:35. Yeah, Cisco had no problems with that. I was out of Cisco in 2 hours. Showed up at 12:35. I was there by 2:30. And the Cisco also had a lumper. Very cheap one actually. It was like $37. So, yeah, I was surprised how cheap it was considering I brought them 2 pallets and 4,700 pounds. I mean, this load wasn't too bad. It was 20 pallets, 38,000 pounds. It was easy to load, but I mean, these are more loads for when the truck's paid off, right? Like, I don't have to worry about paying a truck down. I do this all month, you know, this type of shit. Or it's like, that'd be like what, 20K gross? Oh, 18K gross right now, based off current rates between last week and this week. If I had no truck now, yeah, easy peasy. Downside about it, it's summertime and it's frozen loads. When you're running this shit on continuous, it's just fucking humming away. I lose about 10, 12 gallons a day. So, yeah, you burn about 0.5 to 0.7 gallons per hour. Yeah, so I'm trying to get on a new loop. We're going to see how it works out. I already got a load for next week. Back to normal style of how I was doing stuff before. Freight shortage is why I got pushed out of my last area. Like I said, I'll probably be back up there by next school year. Definitely by next winter. I'm almost guaranteeing I'll be up there next winter. Save what I just said. Remember it. I'm almost guaranteeing I'll be back up there next winter. Why? I have a feeling a lot of the regulars that run up there will not go up there in the winter. Oh, that reminds me. I do want to put auto chains on this truck before next winter. Maybe on the trailer too. Yeah. $600 per axle ish. Flip the switch. I'll still have like chains or socks just in case. You know, in case the chain breaks. And also have some chain links too. But I mean, I don't know. If I had just spent a whole like month at home, this would be a much needed. The last 2 weeks being much needed reprieve from, you know, the 14,000 miles I was running every month. Pacific Northwest and Northeast. This I'm probably looking about 12, 13. That's what I'm guessing my new loop should be. I don't know yet because I'm just about to get on it. Downside about with this LTO stuff, I can't just go from, even if I got a lift from Pacific Northwest down to here, right? I still a week. So at least it's not like I get down here whenever. It's still a week. But when all they got is going to Fort Wayne, there's 1 week, and then Fort Wayne down. Now Fort Wayne to Carolinas, that was my choosing, right? I was trying to position myself because I was already looking for an out of the Pacific Northwest to find something consistent at this point, right? Not just getting lucky 3 weeks in a row. So, but since I went from Fort Wayne to the Carolinas, another week, because these guys only load on the weekends, right? even though I was done Wednesday midday, I didn't feel like dealing with brokers anyways. And besides, I did laundry. Like all day Wednesday, do laundry. And then because also it's the 4th, you know, will be the 4th tomorrow. They were loading early, so I had to do pickups Thursday. So also, I couldn't. Even if I wanted to get a broker, you know, little short haul, local run, I couldn't. And do I really want to? I mean, a lot of headaches dealing with normal brokers. Not to mention, there's a lot of fraud out there now. So, or brokers not paying or coming up with some bullshit reasons. There you go. Okay. One, fuck, I don't remember which one it was. Cheney Bros, I believe? Yeah, Cheney Bros. I brought on sorbet. Aki, whatever the fuck it is. Sorbet, right? And they damaged 3 buckets. 25-gallon buckets, okay? Or 25-pound buckets, not gallons. Pound buckets. I mean, they're still like that big, you know, and like that buckets. No, I mean, if it was different flavor, I might have kept myself. So I had 3 of them, so it's 75 pounds, right? Not a fucking sorbet. Anyway, open the doors, you can clearly see the product because it's the first stop. No damage, no colorations, whatever. All of a sudden I go to leave and there's 3 buckets on the ass of the trailer with obvious forklift damage. And why is it obvious? Because with a little lid, right? There's a little fucking ridge. Perfect shape of the fork. And why is it only 3 then? Which also, what the fuck? Like, makes me believe they have one of those weird like scissor forklifts type thing, or I don't know, not scissors, but the ones that have the forks on the outside of the forks. If I'm making sense of how I'm explaining it, I don't know what those are called, but yeah. So we're about to see how this new loop is going to turn out, but next week should be pretty fun. And definitely some bullshit. But hey, you guys stay safe out there. Next time. Bye.